After my previous build series, where I spent hundreds of hours converting my 2004 dirt bike into a brand new supermoto, I was left with one question. Was it possible for someone who lacked the incredible mechanical talent and skill that I have to get their hands on a new bike as good as this one, without having to sell all their possessions and living in a van down by the river? It's 2023, and the price of just about everything is through the roof. The globe is on the brink of World War III, entire islands are spontaneously combusting, and a new KTM costs $12,440.13 before tax. It's safe to say finding a brand new bike for an affordable price seems just about impossible, but I have hope. It's been said that by striving to do the impossible, man has always achieved what is possible. And so today, I'm on a mission to buy the cheapest new bike I can find.
You're natural, you've done this many times before.
Yeah, but I can't just I gotta think about what I say or else I'll just mess it up. Finger is mad in the way now.
No,
Okay.
trust.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, we are in the car and we are driving on the highway for reasons that will be disclosed soon. We're on the way to a motorcycle dealership to buy a brand new motorcycle for you guys. Not really, it's for me because I wanted a bike. Got like 10 more minutes in the drive. We're just gonna power through, get there, and we'll see how it goes. First time purchasing a new vehicle. I've never bought a new car. I've never bought a new bike. Hopefully there's some good deals to be had. Get in there, look around. I'm rambling, I don't know what to say.
Now, the mission starts.
Let's do this.
I'm trying to find the cheapest new bike I can, not only to prove they still exist, but also because I'm broke.
The all yellow DRZ, $7 grand for a carburetor. Carbureted, 2000s technology. Never mind. The Ducati Hyper Motard 950. Take a look at this thing, this is incredible. $18,000, never mind. Beta 300RR, brand new. This thing is insane. Honda CRF 450RX, so clean, brand new. It's probably not that much, right? I can't afford anything in this goddamn store.
And just when I thought hope was lost, I saw it.
Yo, my name's on it. XR150L. This is actually what I'm getting. It's the only one I can afford.
That's right, with a sticker price of just under $3,000, the Honda XR150L is the bike I ended up going with. And even then, it wouldn't have been possible without today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Bro, every YouTuber does this. Yo, did you see we're doing an ad for Raid Shadow Legends? Yeah, I'm playing it right now. But aren't you supposed to be filming the XR video? Yeah, whatever, man, I'm busy. I swear, I do everything for this channel. You know, it's actually a cool game. There's a campaign, an arena where you can fight against other players. You can fight other players? There's even an index where you can see all the champions in the game that you can unlock. Huh, that actually looks kind of neat. And they even have clan bosses like the Hydra.
Yeah, this slippery guy is one of the toughest bosses in the game. The Hydra has multiple heads that each bring a unique aspect to the battle, like the head of Suffering, which shares the damage it takes with you, or the head of Torment, which can make you skip turns if you don't hide. New players can get the Stag Knight skin designed by JonTron if you use the promo code JTSKIN before October 7th. And the new legendary champion Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, can be unlocked for free by logging in on 7 different days between now and October 23rd. And if you download the game using the QR code or the link in my description, you can get additional bonuses like an epic champion Talia and other useful items. Here's my username if you want to add me when you download the game. And with that being said, let's get back to the video. So yeah, I bought a brand new 2023 Honda XR150L. The base MSRP was $2,971, but after the destination charge, freight charge, assembly cost, title fee, and taxes, it came out to about $3,600.
It's actually like pretty quick. It gets up and goes. XR150L, it's like low power, but low key, it could be a solid stunt bike. It's definitely gonna be fun, I know that.
So I gave the bike a 30-second test ride in the parking lot and also attempted my first wheelie. So here's my 30-second review.
Pretty good, solid, I like it.
Now it's finally time to load the bike up, get it home, and test it for real.
I can get it. Yeah. Now
I'm still dancing with 2 left feet, yeah. But with a little help, I can move on beat. Now I can moonwalk in 2 socks and groove all week. But I can't seem to 2-step, I lose my feet. Now I can shake it, I can shimmy, I can shuffle, I can gritty. You can gritty? I can gritty, it just don't look that pretty. And I can do this little walk too, it goes like this. It goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the XR150L sitting pretty right here. This bike is 100% mine. I know a lot of you guys are probably wondering why Two Stroke J just bought this bike. But guys, I'm gonna be honest, as soon as I saw Honda release this bike, it caught my eye immediately. It was like a breath of fresh air seeing a new bike like this, especially for the price, $3,600, which for a brand new bike, guys, that is so cheap, it's crazy. My dream bike, like a KTM 450 EXC or a new Honda 450, even like straight up motocross bikes are going for over 10 grand nowadays. When I saw the price on this thing, the MSRP being under $3,000, I just like immediately got hooked on wanting this bike. But also, I've been in the market for something like a Honda Grom or some sort of stuntable mini bike for a long time, and that's a bike that I could really only use for riding around on the street and doing stunts. It's just like kind of a narrow use case, you know? The XR150L is basically that Grom package where you're going low CCs, you're going 4-stroke, reliable engine, but also it integrates the dual sport element to the situation. This thing is ancient with the technology. We have a drum brake in the rear, okay? That is just old school. We have an air-cooled 150cc 4-stroke engine. It is carbureted. We luckily have a front disc brake. We got electric start, which is nice, but the dash is literally just a speedometer. But honestly, that's what I like about this 150L, okay? Bikes nowadays are just ridiculous with the technology, with the ABS, with the digital dash displays, all the technology you could ever want. That's not what I want from a motorcycle. I mean, you know me, I ride motocross bikes. I ride an RM125 that's a supermoto. The thing has zero technology. When I hop on a motorcycle, I want it to go, I want it to stop, and I want it to be fun. That's it. I don't need ABS, I don't need traction control, I don't need all this garbage, and I think that is really why they were able to offer this bike at such a low price. It has zero technology, and something about that is just refreshing. I think it's going to be a great, reliable bike to rip around in the streets. I'm going to own this thing for a long time. It's going to be indestructible. If the apocalypse hits, guys, I'm ditching the RM125. That thing's blowing up in 2 seconds in the apocalypse, okay? I'm going to be on this Honda XR150L, okay? This thing is going to go for 100,000 miles. I guarantee it. I don't actually guarantee that, but I'm hoping. So that's the new bike on the channel. Without further ado, I've only ridden this bike for like 2 seconds in a parking lot, so I'm about to hop on it and let's cruise, baby. As you guys can see, we have 6.8 miles on this bike. Should have made it 6.9 for the video. That would have been funny, but we are about to start this thing for the first time. Do you see how easy that starts? Oh my gosh. This bike really is not meant to be a fast bike. It's just supposed to be a fun street cruiser. That's exactly why I got it, just to get around town, have fun on. And guys, let me tell you, this has got to be the most comfortable bike I've ever ridden. Woo, she leans too. Oh, let's go. So this thing is a 5-speed. Right now I'm cruising 50, and basically what you're gonna get is like 50, 55 miles an hour out of this thing. You can hit like 70 downhill, but it's not a speed racer, that's for sure. I also don't know how to brake in bikes, so I'm just gonna rip on this thing and have fun. This thing is easy to wheelie in first gear. You gotta work for it in second gear. That's the thing about these low CC bikes. They take a lot of practice to learn how to wheelie them. Hey buddy, how's it going? Every single bike I get, it's a new learning curve, and that's what I love about motorcycles, man. You will never get tired of riding a motorcycle. I mean, for getting on roads that are 45 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour, it's literally like all you need. It's the perfect bike for those type of roads. I'm not gonna be taking this thing on the highway. I don't know if it's just me, but the highway, it's not my style. There's too many big cars just flying by you going 70, 80. You know, I'd rather just stick on the back road, do my own thing, put around at a slower speed. I'm cool with that, you know, I'm cool. So this bike is like meant for me. It's one of the reasons why it caught my eye so much. It's just like the perfect get around dual sport cruiser for my needs. As you get into the city, I think everybody knows cops are a little bit more chill in the city, so you can kind of get away with a couple more crimes than normal, if you know what I'm saying. So I like to take my bikes into the city when I'm gonna do any type of little bit of goon riding, you know, testing some things out, pop a couple wheelies here and there. Them country cops don't like to be messed with, I'll tell you that much. That's what I love about these small bikes, dude. You can just have so much fun ripping them, giving them all they got, and you're barely doing anything illegal. It's beautiful. I emphasize the word barely because, you know, doing illegal things is fun sometimes. Just saying. I need to get this thing to a lot and practice some wheelies ASAP. Anytime I'm on the street with the bike, you know that's the first thing I'm trying. I need to be able to wheelie. It's just a necessity. I'm sorry. It's just built into my core. I cannot not do it. I actually like having turn signals too. I'm kind of getting the hang of using them. Look at me being like legal and stuff. Welcome to the beautiful city. Hey, my boys out here got the bed and everything. Bed and breakfast in the streets. I'm about to try and do some wheelies, okay? Heck it, why not? Ooh. Ooh, okay. So really, you got to give it the beans. It's totally like Honda Grom level, you know? If anyone's ever wheelied a Grom, you know how this thing feels. You got to give it all it's got, pop the clutch, and you're off to the races, you know? Oh, cops. They're always lurking, man. Always. You got to be on your A game out here in the streets, man. Oh yeah, that felt good. You got to get it right up to bounce point right away. You don't have the power to chase them out. You got to get there and balance it, you know? It's all about rear brake and throttle control on these bikes that make little to no power. Technique is the key to overcome. Oh, yes, dude. Yes. Still all engine braking. Oh my god, that's crazy. I need to get it higher up right away. Hit that rear brake. Even I have a learning curve when I hop on a new bike. A lot of people like to think I'm some god at wheelies or something. I'm like average Joe. I might be slightly above average Joe, okay? I got a couple tricks, couple tricks in my repertoire that normal people can't do, but let's keep it going. When in doubt, practice it out. It's all about seat time, fellas. Try to tell y'all. Oh my gosh, this is so sick. I'm in love, guys. Got 15 miles on this thing. I'm freaking breaking her in hard, I guess.
Now you could say that so far, the XR150L was turning out to be everything I'd hoped for. But as you'll soon see, when buying a bike this cheap, you should always expect for issues to arise.
Hey, who said you can never move? I just do it through the music. Make the crowd just to check on the acoustics. I can never lose, I ain't never get it.
Take that turn. Oh, he hit the curvy section on him, uphill. Oh! Let's go, second gear. Trying to kill me with all that grass, boy. Crazy. Oh, look out. This is Wipeout Central. Hey, gravel on the roads. The XR150L. This thing is a certified country road killer. It feels so good. There's zero vibration throughout the whole bike compared to my two-strokes and motocross bikes that I normally ride. I am not used to having a bike that is just like smooth and pleasant to ride. Normally I'm getting my hands just like shook into death. But this thing, it's like I'm sitting on a nice little couch. Hill action means wheelie action. I will say one thing I've noticed about it is it'll bog in a wheelie if you sit in a wheelie for too long. Like right there, I put it down, not because I really like didn't know what I was doing, right? Because I'm a professional, but it bogged a little bit. And that's like low-key annoying. It's definitely not fun wheeling a bike that doesn't like to be wheelied. I don't know if it's like when you get off the gas or if just dropping it back that angle, the float in the carb just kind of closes up. But whatever it is, I feel like I definitely need to figure it out because it for sure limits the wheelie potential that this bike has. And it has a lot of wheelie potential, but just not if that carb keeps closing. I'm gonna try and show you this bog really quick. You hear that? Right there, like even after you set it down, the bike's like almost dying for a couple seconds, then it regains fuel and you're good to go.
And there we go, the downfall of buying a carbureted motorcycle in 2023. With the stock carb currently limiting my wheelies, I did a little bit of research to try and find some answers on how I could fix this problem. And one of the first things that I saw on the forum was actually putting a tiny bit of fuel line over the pilot jet of the carburetor to hopefully allow it to reach the gas when you're in the wheelie position. So I tried that first and it did not work. So after some further testing, I realized that the carb was actually flooding in a wheelie. So being that the engine was getting too much gas, I thought I could adjust the float on the carburetor to hopefully limit the amount of gas that was pouring into it during a wheelie. But I quickly realized that the OEM carburetor has a completely plastic float that could not be adjusted, so I had to take drastic measures. So most of my information on this bike is from YouTube videos that are in different languages. I can't even understand them, and I just gotta Google Translate this and that. The one common theme that I've seen is that the carburetor on this bike kind of sucks. I've seen a lot of stuff about how this carburetor can be upgraded to what is in this box right here. So this is a clone of a JTSKIN PZ27 carburetor, which is actually made for a lot of other Honda models. This one specifically was $20 off Amazon because it's a fake Chinese one, but I could not find for the life of me where to buy an OEM one of these carbs, so we're gonna test out the $20 China version and see if it helps. What I'm really hoping is that this carburetor is the answer to this bike bogging in wheelies. So I'm sure you can imagine messing around with the core components of this brand new bike that I just bought off of the showroom floor is one of the last things that I want to do. But as I mentioned, for me, doing wheelies is extremely important, and if I have a bike that really does not like to do wheelies, I'm not gonna like the bike. So I'm praying that replacing this carburetor will will fix the bog issue and allow me to wheelie as long as I want. And as you can see, the process to replace this carburetor was way more in depth than I hoped. I had to take the tank and all the plastics off of the bike to access everything. But once I did it, I got the new carburetor in and we were almost ready to start the final testing. Okay guys, we are rolling. Got the XR150L back on the chopping block. This thing so far has proven to be a great little unit. The carburetor is in and it allows me to do wheelies. So that is like the best case scenario because I really just wanted this bike and needed this bike to do wheelies, and now it does. But there's a couple more things that definitely need to be changed about this current setup. One of them is right here, the foot pegs. When they're stock, they come with these little rubber mounts that sit on top of them. It's just like too squishy. You can't really get a good grip, so it's just one bolt on the back to take it off and it exposes this metal foot peg underneath. But even then, this foot peg is the width of 2 of my fingers. I mean, it's too small. It's too skinny. It sucks. So right here, CNC aluminum foot pegs, these little twiggy foot pegs, they ain't it. They ain't it, bro. See, look at that. That difference is insane. Oh my, that looks like it should mount perfect. And they got the spikes too, bro. I don't need these spikes in here. That is mad aggressive. But yeah, those look nice. Those look nice. Take these off. I need probably just a needle nose and a little punch. Needle nose. Huh. These are my dad's tools. Can never find a single thing in here. No. 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 Yes. That should do. I'm hoping this is just gonna be real easy. Nice. Dude, nothing seized. I love working on a new bike. That's amazing. Oh, let's go. So that's gonna go in like that. Place this real quick like. Boom. Coffee break. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Yo, that's not too bad, huh? Washer and little clippy guy. Dude, that is so easy. And look at that upgrade. Oh my gosh, that is so much better. These were literally like $20 on Amazon. I gotta say, I haven't even ridden it yet, and I could tell it's very worth doing this mod. Super cheap, it takes 5 seconds, and this is gonna make this bike so much better. Boom. Just like that, guys. God, I'd love to see it. There's one last thing that I noticed about this bike that sort of annoyed me right off the bat. It's a very small issue, but it's one of those things that I noticed. It has to do with this shifter right here. The first time I literally put my foot on this shifter, I noticed that this rubber thing on it spins. It literally will just spin around. So when you put your foot on it, it kind of like slips off, like it rolls your foot off of the shifter. And I don't understand why you would want this to spin. Something that I do with all my bike shifters anyways is put a shift sock on there. This slips over top and provides another layer of rubber around the shifter. I normally do that because when I'm riding a bike doing a wheelie, I shift lock a lot of times, which means you shift up and you hold your foot there, which kind of locks you into the bike when you're doing a wheelie, because that way you can let go with your left hand, you can do one hand, you can do no hands. Having this extra layer of rubber on there definitely helps. And I figure if I put this on there, it'll stop this from spinning because it'll be locked in like that. Yes. Yes. We did it. Oh my gosh, that was difficult. See, that's one of those things. 5 minutes. Ended up taking 20. And my thumbs don't work anymore, but boom. Oh yeah. I love it. Perfect. Now I'm wondering if I should test ride it with these spikes, or are they too spiky? If this was an off-road bike, I would understand the spikes, but look, this thing is a dual sport, okay? I don't need the all-terrain 4x4 rock crawler spikes on my pegs. So I'm gonna see if I can take those off. I need a drill. Yeah, definitely getting a drill. Oh, dude. For some reason, I never use power tools. Bro, that's insane. I was really about to do this by hand. Boom, bro. I definitely do not use power tools enough. That is so satisfying. Like a NASCAR pit through. Dude, that's overpowered, bro. Foot peg spikes acquired. All right, let's see how that feels. That's perfect. Major upgrade. Oh, that is so good. $20, $10. Good stuff, man. I think these are really the only mods that I needed to do this bike. As you can see, I dropped it here once. Well, let's not talk about that. Better foot pegs, fix the shifter, and fix the bog in the wheelie. Boom. New carb, new foot pegs, shifter thingy. This is what I need. So, Does the cheapest entry-level dual sport from Honda compete at the same level as its counterparts at the top end of the price range? Not even close. And I don't think anyone came into this thinking it could. But what it does prove is that even in 2023, you can buy a great and affordable brand new bike off the showroom floor and have just as much fun as anyone else on two wheels. And if you still don't believe me, I'll just let the footage speak for itself.
Imagine you're at a movie theater watching a James Bond movie. How would he get on the bike and ride away? Okay? Do that.
Okay.
I just been living life, feed a bankroll. How the saying go, got it flooded to my ankles. Need a raincoat, pair of boots and a dang bow. Gotta stay flow, I might pull up in a stagecoach playing Beethoven. Whoa, didn't think that it would work. Now they coming out the woodwork. Built up my own platform, could say I'm in the woodwork. Made the song go viral, probably off some footwork. Well, either that or the hook works. Always think of the hook first. Now I gotta make a bag just to keep the lights on. I'm on your desktop, I'm an icon. They say icon, could you put a price on? I said I ain't selling nothing, these are my songs. Make a bag.